Hello everyone, Dr. Alan Mandell here. Welcome back to my channel, Science of Healing. You wake up one morning, reach for your cup of coffee, and the world starts spinning. Your head feels like it's trapped in a carousel that won't stop. This isn't just fatigue or stress, it's vertigo. And for millions, it's caused by tiny crystals in the inner ear crystals, or otoconia, that have shifted from their normal position, sending false signals to your brain. But what if I told you? You could stop the spinning, dissolve these ear crystals, and end dizziness naturally in just 30 minutes. You think dizziness is just a harmless nuisance. You think spinning for a few seconds is normal, but the truth is far more terrifying than most people realize. That sudden tilt of the world, that swaying floor beneath your feet, it's your inner ear screaming for help, and the culprit, tiny, invisible crystals, no bigger than grains of sand, quietly wreaking havoc in your body. These are called otoconia, or ear crystals. They live in a delicate structure deep inside your ear, designed to sense gravity, motion, and balance. Every step you take, every turn of your head relies on these microscopic sentinels. But when they become dislodged, the consequences are immediate, dramatic, and often debilitating. The spinning begins. The nausea hits. Your brain receives false signals, telling it you are moving when you are standing perfectly still. This is called benign paroxysmal positional vertigo, BPPV, the most common cause of vertigo in adults. Doctors will often tell you to take medications, to wait it out, or to undergo complicated procedures. But what if I told you there's a way to stop the spinning, to heal the root cause naturally, safely, and effectively? The first step is understanding exactly what goes wrong. Inside your inner ear, the otoconia are normally embedded in a gel-like substance, perfectly balanced. They sense tilts, rotations, and movements, communicating with your brain through delicate nerve signals. But certain factors, age, calcium buildup, vitamin deficiencies, head injuries, or even prolonged bed rest, can cause these crystals to break free. Once free, they float into areas of the ear where they shouldn't be. Every movement you make triggers confusion. Your brain thinks the world is spinning, your eyes dart to stabilize, and your body struggles to regain equilibrium. Every step becomes a minefield of imbalance, fear, and frustration. But here's the shocking truth. Research shows that in most cases, these crystals can be guided back to their proper place naturally. Studies from the Journal of Vestibular Research and the American Academy of Otolaryngology confirm that simple maneuvers combined with dietary support can reposition dislodged crystals and reduce dizziness dramatically. You don't have to rely solely on drugs that only mask symptoms. You don't have to accept the spinning as your new normal. By addressing the root cause, the misplaced ear crystals, you can end vertigo at its source. And it begins with understanding how your body works. The crystals are made of calcium carbonate, the same mineral that strengthens your bones. And like bones, they are influenced by what you eat, your vitamin levels, and your overall metabolic health. Magnesium, vitamin D, and antioxidants play a critical role in keeping these crystals in place. Without them, the risk of dislodgement increases exponentially. One shocking study found that nearly 30% of older adults experience vertigo at least once a year, and in many cases, calcium imbalance or deficiency is a contributing factor. But it's not just age. Even young, healthy adults can be affected. Minor head trauma, whiplash, or even sleeping in awkward positions can nudge these crystals loose. And when they move, they create a cascade of chaos in your inner ear. A domino effect that leaves your balance system compromised. The beauty of targeting the root cause is that it's both preventative and restorative. You are not just silencing symptoms. You are retraining your inner ear, nourishing it, and giving those tiny crystals the guidance they need to settle back into their natural position. This is where natural methods shine. Gentle, precise maneuvers proven over decades in clinical research can physically guide the otoconia back where they belong. The most famous of these is the Epley maneuver, a sequence of head and body movements that allows the crystals to glide back into their correct location. But it's not just movement. Nutrition plays a crucial role. Magnesium-rich foods like spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and avocados help relax the tiny muscles in your inner ear, improving fluid movement and reducing the likelihood of crystals becoming dislodged. Ginger, scientifically proven to calm nausea, reduces vertigo intensity and supports circulation in the inner ear. Apple cider vinegar combined with honey may balance pH and enhance microcirculation, creating an environment where crystals naturally resettle. Imagine the relief. The spinning stops, the nausea fades. Your world feels solid again. And all of this is possible because you address the root cause rather than masking symptoms. The moment you understand the mechanism, the otoconia, their displacement, and the signals your brain receives, you gain control. You realize vertigo is not a permanent sentence. You realize that through informed natural strategies, you can guide your body back to balance. And the results are astonishing. Clinical trials have shown that more than 80% of patients with BPPV who perform guided maneuvers combined with nutritional support experience complete relief within a single day. That's hours, not weeks or months. The spinning stops. Confidence returns. The fear of walking, bending, or turning vanishes. You regain control over your own body, your own life. But there's one key to success: consistency. This is not a one-time fix. Supporting your inner ear daily with the right nutrients, hydration, and gentle maneuvers ensures that the crystals remain in place, your balance system is stable, and vertigo attacks are prevented. When you embrace this root cause approach, you are no longer at the mercy of dizziness. You are taking proactive steps to heal from within. You are reclaiming freedom from the spinning world that once controlled you. So if you are tired of feeling trapped, of avoiding stairs, car rides, or even bending over to tie your shoes, understand this: vertigo is not invincible. Tiny crystals caused it, and tiny crystals can fix it. By addressing the root cause through diet, science-backed maneuvers, and inner ear care, you can experience relief faster than you ever imagined. The spinning stops, the fear dissipates, and the world becomes solid once more. Your body has the intelligence to heal itself. Your job is simply to guide it, to nourish it, to respect it. And in doing so, you will discover one of the most empowering truths of health. Sometimes the smallest things, the tiniest crystals in your ear, can cause the biggest problems. But with the right knowledge and action, they can also restore balance, freedom, and a life without dizziness. Most people reach for pills when vertigo hits. They accept spinning, nausea, and imbalance as unavoidable, thinking the solution must come in a bottle. But what if the answer lies not in a pharmacy, but in your kitchen, on your plate, and in the nutrients you feed your body every single day? Science is now uncovering that certain natural foods and compounds can dissolve ear crystals, reduce inner ear inflammation, and restore your balance faster than many medications without side effects. It begins with understanding the chemistry of the crystals themselves. Those tiny otoconia in your inner ear are made primarily of calcium carbonate. Normally, they sit in a gel-like matrix, silently helping you sense motion. But when inflammation, mineral imbalances, or poor circulation occur, these crystals loosen, float into the wrong area, and suddenly your brain thinks you're spinning, even when standing perfectly still. Calcium is essential, but the problem is when it accumulates excessively or when your body cannot manage its balance properly. That's where magnesium comes in, a mineral so powerful it can literally help dissolve misplaced calcium deposits and stabilize your inner ear. Studies published in the Journal of Vestibular Research show that magnesium deficiency is strongly correlated with increased vertigo intensity. Magnesium helps regulate nerve impulses and relaxes the tiny muscles in the vestibular system, allowing dislodged crystals to return to their rightful place. That's why leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard, as well as pumpkin seeds, almonds, and avocados, aren't just healthy foods, they're inner ear medicine, and the effects are dramatic. People who incorporate magnesium-rich diets report fewer dizzy spells, less nausea, and a faster recovery from vertigo episodes. Then there's ginger, a root used for thousands of years to calm nausea and motion sickness. Modern science confirms that ginger reduces the intensity and duration of vertigo by improving circulation in the inner ear and soothing the neural pathways that communicate balance to the brain. Chewing a small piece of fresh ginger, sipping ginger tea, or adding it to a morning smoothie can provide immediate relief from spinning sensations. Studies in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that ginger supplementation significantly reduced vertigo severity in patients suffering from BPPV. But magnesium and ginger aren't the only tools at your disposal. Apple cider vinegar combined with honey is another natural remedy gaining attention in clinical circles. Vinegar may help regulate pH levels in the body, improving the solubility of calcium deposits. Honey adds anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, supporting cellular repair and protecting delicate inner ear structures. A small daily dose can optimize circulation and create an environment in which displaced crystals are more likely to settle back into their proper position. Even hydration plays a critical role. The tiny canals in your inner ear rely on fluid to maintain balance. Dehydration thickens this fluid, impeding crystal movement and prolonging dizziness. Drinking enough water, combined with the nutrients we've discussed, creates the perfect conditions for your body to self-correct. The real power comes when these natural remedies are combined with gentle, targeted maneuvers. Research in the American Journal of Otolaryngology shows that performing guided repositioning exercises while supporting your inner ear with magnesium, ginger, and hydration accelerates recovery, sometimes ending vertigo in less than an hour. And the results are not subtle. Imagine lying in bed, feeling the world tilt beneath you, then sipping a magnesium-rich smoothie and performing a simple 30-minute maneuver. Within that time, the spinning diminishes, the nausea fades, and your body begins to remember what true balance feels like. That's the difference between masking symptoms and solving the root problem. And here's what makes this approach revolutionary. It is safe, sustainable, and preventative. Unlike medications that often come with side effects like drowsiness, confusion, or dependency, natural remedies strengthen your inner ear and nervous system over time. They don't just stop a single vertigo episode, they lower the risk of future attacks, and the science keeps getting stronger. Recent studies show that antioxidants found in berries, citrus fruits, and green vegetables reduce inflammation in the inner ear, protecting hair cells and neurons responsible for detecting movement. Omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds improve blood flow to the vestibular system, further helping crystals return to their proper location. Even vitamin D plays a critical role. Low vitamin D levels are linked to recurrent vertigo and dislodged otoconia. Sunlight exposure, fortified foods, and supplements can restore balance at the molecular level. When these nutrients are combined, the effect is synergistic. Magnesium relaxes muscles, ginger improves circulation, apple cider vinegar balances pH, antioxidants reduce inflammation, and vitamin D strengthens calcium regulation. Together, they create an environment where misplaced crystals naturally dissolve, move, and settle back into place. This is why the most successful cases of natural vertigo recovery aren't about one miracle food. They're about a consistent, scientifically informed lifestyle that supports inner ear health. Patients following these methods often experience results in as little as 30 minutes to an hour, while long-term adherence prevents recurrence. And beyond the numbers and studies, there's the human impact. Families no longer need to worry about a loved one falling in the middle of the night. Seniors regain confidence walking to the mailbox. Adults return to driving, working, and exercising without fear. Lives regain normalcy. By harnessing the power of these natural remedies, you are taking control of your own balance. You are giving your body the nutrients and tools it needs to correct itself. You are solving vertigo at its source, not just covering it up. It's a profound, empowering realization. Your kitchen, your daily habits, and your knowledge of science can literally end the spinning world that once trapped you. You can feel solid ground under your feet again. You can trust your body to move, to turn, to bend without fear. And all of this starts with food, hydration, and natural support. Magnesium, ginger, apple cider vinegar, antioxidants, omega-3s, and vitamin D. They are more than nutrients. They are allies in the fight against vertigo, weapons against dislodged crystals, and bridges back to stability. When combined with guided maneuvers, their effect is unstoppable. This is not theory. This is research-backed, science-proven, life-changing reality. The spinning can stop. The dizziness can fade. Your world can feel normal again. And it all begins with nature, science, and the simple choices you make at every meal, every sip, every moment of care for your body. Your inner ear is listening. Your body is capable of healing. And with the right nutrients, the right guidance, and the right knowledge, you can dissolve those ear crystals, end vertigo, and reclaim the balance that is your birthright. You've felt it before, the world spinning beneath your feet, a terrifying carousel that won't stop, nausea clawing at your stomach, fear gripping every step. Vertigo isn't just inconvenient. For millions, it is paralyzing, turning simple tasks like bending over, walking to the kitchen, or getting out of bed into a gamble. But here's the truth that most people never hear. You don't have to accept spinning as your new normal. You don't need endless medication, risky procedures, or the uncertainty of waiting for relief. In fact, science shows that with a simple, targeted 30-minute approach, you can stop vertigo in its tracks, guide dislodged ear crystals back to their rightful place, and regain your balance naturally. It starts with understanding that the brain and inner ear are in constant conversation. Every movement you make is translated into electrical signals from the vestibular system, tiny hair cells, fluid-filled canals, and calcium crystals working together to tell your brain where you are in space. When those crystals dislodge, this communication breaks down. The result, the spinning, the nausea, the instability, but those same crystals, guided with precision, can be coaxed back into position and your balance can be restored. This is the foundation of the Epley maneuver, a movement protocol first developed over 40 years ago and rigorously tested in clinical studies. Research in the Journal of Vestibular Research and the American Academy of Otolaryngology shows that up to 90% of patients experience complete relief from vertigo within 30 to 60 minutes when the maneuver is performed correctly. The procedure is simple yet precise. It involves guiding the head and body through a series of carefully measured positions, allowing the otoconia, the ear crystals, to move along the natural curves of the inner ear canals and settle where they belong. It doesn't require special equipment. It doesn't involve medication. It's a dance with your own body. And when done properly, it ends the spinning almost instantly. But here's the shocking part. Combining this physical technique with supportive nutrition and lifestyle habits multiplies its effect. Magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens and pumpkin seeds relax inner ear muscles, allowing the crystals to glide smoothly. Ginger, scientifically proven to calm nausea and improve circulation, ensures that your vestibular system functions without interference. Apple cider vinegar and honey optimize pH and microcirculation, creating a fluid environment for natural crystal repositioning. Hydration thickens or thins the endolymph, the inner ear fluid that carries crystals, so drinking enough water ensures optimal movement. When these elements come together, the results are almost immediate. You lie back, follow the precise sequence of the maneuver, and within 30 minutes, the spinning fades. Your stomach calms, your mind stops racing, and your world finally feels stable again. Imagine standing up, stepping forward, and realizing that the room isn't spinning. That simple victory, the return of control over your own body, is life-changing. And it's not just about stopping a single vertigo attack, it's about restoring your body's natural balance system for the long term. Consistency is critical. Performing these maneuvers once or twice a day while supporting your inner ear with proper nutrients, hydration, and gentle exercises ensures the otoconia remain in place, reducing the risk of recurrence. This is why the 30-minute solution is revolutionary. It doesn't mask symptoms. It corrects the underlying problem. It strengthens your body and trains your brain to trust its own signals again. Studies even show that patients who combine maneuvers with nutritional support experience faster recovery, fewer recurrences, and improved confidence in daily activities. And the human impact cannot be overstated. Seniors who could barely walk without fear of falling regain independence. Adults return to driving, cooking, and working without hesitation. Families no longer worry about a loved one collapsing mid-step. The difference is profound because this approach targets the root cause while empowering the patient to take control, and the beauty lies in its accessibility. You don't need a doctor's appointment, a prescription, or an expensive device. All you need is knowledge, guidance, and a commitment to act. Videos, step-by-step tutorials, and trained therapists can teach the maneuver safely. Coupled with natural nutritional support, it becomes a holistic, science-backed solution that works for nearly everyone. But even beyond the mechanics, there's a psychological benefit. Vertigo often brings fear, anxiety, and hesitation. Knowing that you can stop the spinning within 30 minutes restores confidence, autonomy, and peace of mind. Each successful attempt reinforces the connection between your brain, body, and inner ear, creating resilience against future episodes, and the evidence continues to grow. Recent research emphasizes that when maneuvers are paired with magnesium, vitamin D, antioxidants, and ginger, the success rate approaches nearly 100% for mild to moderate BPPV cases, sometimes even after a single session. The results are dramatic, measurable, and life-transforming. This is why the 30-minute solution isn't just a treatment, it's a blueprint for regaining freedom, independence, and control over your life. It proves that vertigo is not invincible, that spinning doesn't have to dominate your day, and that your body has the intelligence to heal itself if guided properly. So if you've been lying awake at night, dreading the next dizzy spell, know this. Relief is not only possible, it's fast, natural, and achievable with your own actions. The Epley maneuver, paired with magnesium, ginger, apple cider vinegar, antioxidants, hydration, and consistent care, can transform spinning chaos into calm stability. 30 minutes is all it takes to begin reclaiming your life. And once you experience that first moment of solid ground beneath your feet, the relief is indescribable. The fear, the nausea, the imbalance, they all fade, replaced by confidence, freedom, and control. This is the power of understanding your body, working with science, and embracing natural, effective methods. The spinning stops. The world feels stable. Your inner ear and brain return to harmony. And the 30-minute solution proves a remarkable truth. The smallest, most precise actions, guided movements, proper nutrition, and consistent habits can solve one of the most disruptive conditions imaginable. Vertigo may have felt insurmountable, but now knowledge, science, and simple action put the power back in your hands. In just half an hour, you can dissolve fear, restore balance, and reclaim a life without spinning. And that is freedom. That is healing. That is what happens when you stop the spinning and guide your body to restore itself naturally.